Hey everybody. So I finally caught up on WrestleMania Night 1 from Saturday night, which we get in the UK on Sunday morning. So I figured, why not talk about it? John Cena hosting the event was such a great move. However, I found it really interesting that even creative are now highlighting the fact that they know that what they're doing is polarizing audiences, and to address that in the opening speech I thought was quite an interesting move. Opening six-man tag between Usos, LA Knight, and the Vision, and I Show Speed. It was fine. It was fine, and fair play to I Show Speed for stepping up in the ring. Not to mention that wicked frog splash against Logan Paul at the end of the match. Drew McIntyre versus Jacob for two. It was okay, and that's it. That's it. That's all I can really put it down to. It was okay. It was fine. It was entertaining enough. Biggest pop of the night goes to the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team title match for the women's division. With Nikki Bella out of action, leaving her sister Brie without a partner, who should step in? Paige, freshly signed back to WWE following her exit from AEW, and the crowd went bananas. And as cool as I thought it was, as much as I enjoyed it, the trouble is that with such a big return as that, there's no surprise as to who's going to win the titles after that. So again, it was a really decent showcase of the talent in the division, but you could kind of see where they were going to go with it. Becky versus AJ. Honestly, I kind of would have liked if AJ had actually retained the title and then Paige returned on the Raw after WrestleMania and challenged AJ for the Intercontinental Championship, bring things full circle from when Paige made her original debut and beat AJ Lee for the Divas Championship. But you got to roll with the dice that you're given. But again, it was a good match, really fun as always. Would I have liked someone else other than Becky Lynch to get another run with the Intercontinental Championship? Yes, but let's see where this goes. Seth Rollins versus Gunther, probably one of the best wrestling matches of the night. But again, there was nothing kind of standout, nothing groundbreaking. It was just a good wrestling match. Next up, we had, and this is probably my favorite match of the night, Liv Morgan against Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World Championship. Really good match overall. Stephanie had a really, really good run. However, they seem to want to push Liv more now. Company seems to be putting a lot of push into her stock in terms of now this music video for her song Trouble, which is now her entrance music. They really seem to be backing her a lot at the moment. So I'm really interested to see where it goes. But then we get on to the WWE Championship match. Main event, Cody Rhodes against Randy Orton. A match that had so much potential, but sadly appeared to be nerfed due to Michael Cole was drip feeding during the commentary that Randy Orton had suffered a potential back injury over the course of the last week or two. And it kind of showed that potentially this wasn't necessarily a work, given the fact that we had 15 minutes of busy work getting rid of Pat McAfee and then Jelly Roll putting him through a table before the match even starts. And then we had a WrestleMania Championship main event match that lasted a grand total of 20 minutes. Having said that, I read the numbers earlier on. It appears that most of the matches only lasted about 7 to 10 minutes long anyway, and there was only 7 of them. So explain that for a 4-hour event. At any rate, the main event, sadly, due to this, what appears to be this injury that Orton is going through at the moment, the match really did feel sluggish. It didn't grab me that much, which is a shame, because the second that I found out that Randy Orton was going to be in the main event of WrestleMania fighting Cody, I just thought, well, this is fantastic. Former stablemates in this match, brilliant. Then they wrote Pat McAfee in. That was just a crazy move, which led absolutely nowhere. When everything was lined up, it just led to a very slow, very underwhelming match for me personally. Now, overall, I found that there were some really good moments during the night, but ultimately, I didn't find it worth the time. I thought it was hilarious the fact they made such a big deal about announcing the attendance of yes, 50,816 people. That's 8,000 less that were in the Allegiant Stadium, the same stadium last year for WrestleMania. Maybe due to the ticket prices, who knows? But in any event, it's all entertainment, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Night 2 has in store for us. What did you think of Night 1 of WrestleMania this year, and what are you looking forward to for Night 2?